Oh, can you hear me? Appreciate you right there, my brother. I forgot to turn my mic on, so I got to go back and edit that video. There we go. Um, you should be able to hear me now. Let me know if you can hear me now. But I'll run it back. As I was saying, make sure that you cool. Appreciate you for letting me know that. As I was stating before, make sure that you put the name of your business down there if you're watching this on the replay. If you're here now, tell us what the name of your business is, where you're from, what industry you're in. Your NAICS code is always going to be best to let us know what that is. Also, what do you need some help with? All of us need some help. We need some assistance. So make sure you put that down there, as well as what can you help other people with. And then most importantly, how can somebody get in contact with you if they could partner with you with your services or products that you have. Government contracting is all about partnering to me. So what better place to find some partners than the same individuals who are watching the videos and stuff like you. So make sure you're putting your information down there in the chat, whether you're here now or you're watching this on replay. In the meantime, make sure that you're also subscribing to the channel. Share this information out with some other entrepreneurs, because we need more of our community finding out about government contracting. Hey, I appreciate you. See, we getting the NAICS code put in there. Marketing is big in government contracting. Tons of money in marketing. Happy to have you here. Thanks for putting your information down there. If you're new to who I am, I'll go over this quickly, but usually I put it in every video, so hoping that y'all got it now. My name's Dr. Travis Davis. I'm from the DMV area, the mecca of government contracting, where all the money's at. I did $1 million at the age of 25, knowing absolutely nothing about running a company at all, right? So I don't think that you need the knowledge and skills of running a business in order to generate a lot of revenue. I didn't know how to do this. I just took a leap of faith, believed in myself, and it worked out for me. And you guys can do the exact same thing, because it's kind of hard to fail as long as you can manage your money and have the right mindset. So again, this is why I bring it to the community, because we do need to be aware of this, as it is the most lucrative industry in all of the world. So no customer has more money than them. So again, this is why I tell people about it. I started out doing IT work, help desk. That was our first contract with the Affordable Care Act. Now we do marketing. We also sell products. I did $250,000 in iPads, iPhones, SIM cards, screen protectors to the local government here in Prince George's County. So I say these things because it's not always about thinking about what your hands can do. You get to resell products. I mean, computers, laptops, all types of stuff to the government, clothes. I mean, you name it, you could sell it to the government. I've been able to consult with over 20 minority businesses that we've been able to help them get $50 million plus. These are things that you can do when you learn how to do government contracting. Consult with other companies, and you get awarded when they get awarded. And it's a pretty lucrative thing to get started in. When you don't have the experience or the money or the knowledge or believe in yourself to jump out there on your own, just partner with a company that already has all the resources. And I'm telling you, they don't know about government contracting, so you'll be able to help them out. I've been able to train over 1,500 students in government contracting, as well as if you want to contact me at any time, you can visit travisknows.com. Hey, I appreciate you, Nicole. Just subscribed over there. Thank you. Again, if it is your first time, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this information out with somebody else out there. Let's see what we got down here. I always like to post the comments as they come in. Getting started with government contracting, always open to partnering with dope people with good business practices and quality work. Come on now. That's how we conquer this thing in government contracting space. Partnership. Hey, Netta, I believe I'm saying your name right. I hope I am. Thanks for putting your information down there. Again, guys, make sure you are putting your information down there, working with each other. If you are listening to me on one of the other platforms, I do have the links so you can watch what I'm doing here on YouTube. If you're on Clubhouse, you can click the link at the top. If you're on Instagram, you can click the link in my bio, scroll to the bottom, and you can find me. Now let's go over to here, guys. What I do want to show you all really quickly here, if you go visit Pure Money GovCon, so actually I'm going to show you from start. If you go visit puremoneygovcon.com and you come down here to the bottom and you put your information in here, you go ahead and you'll see this tab that says click download. And when you click this tab right here, you'll get access to my government contracting resource guide. And guys, you can actually utilize this. Every link is clickable. I talked about it in Clubhouse the other day, but this resource guide will help you get to all of the free access that the government has out there to assist you in government contracting, especially if you're just getting started. Okay, so if you're just getting started, I always advise, and that's why I have this stuff up here in the beginning. These are like PTAC programs, SCORE programs that can help you put the right pieces together to start in business. And it doesn't just have to be government contracting business. This could be any business, period. The SCORE programs will actually help you structure and organize your stuff. Now, you have to remember these are free services. They don't work for you. They work for everybody. Okay, so don't go in there with that type of mindset. Instead, you should go in there listening and then be willing to follow directions. And these are just people at the end of the day that are, running a script that they've learned about. They're usually retired government officials that have been working on that side. They've never actually ran a multi-million-dollar business, so it's kind of hard for them to have that type of education for you. But again, if you're just getting started out and you have a lot of questions that you don't want to keep spending money in things and not know what direction to go in, these programs right here can help assist you going in the right direction, and then you could go get the right coach that you need once you start heading in that direction. These are also some sites that I often go over for research situations. So again, everything here is clickable, so that's why I'm telling you to go here and download this. As well as these are the tools that I use to build my website, to search government contracting opportunities, to outsource things not for government contracts. You can't outsource government contracts with overseas personnels, but for your in-house stuff, this is a great opportunity to outsource stuff like answering emails, responding to people, things of that nature. Making reports, doing the tedious work. You can outsource this stuff. If you want to do graphics, Canva again is great to do this, and project management is Trello. But puremoneygovcon.com will actually take you here, and you can utilize this stuff and take advantage of it. Now, what I want to talk to you all about today is our capability statement. The capability statement is like the business card for government contracting, period. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I've used the capability statement in the private sector as well, but for the most part, my capability statement I really use for government contracting. Now, there are tricks that I utilize when doing my capability statement. You join into the program, you'll learn all of my tricks, but I can't go over all of them right now. It'll take too long. But I will tell you some things to do in order to get your capability statement up and running. And what I don't want you guys to do is wreck your brain about creating this capability statement. But at the same time, I do want you to be smart about creating the capability statement. So I know a lot of people like templates. I always get asked, Travis, can I get a template to the capability statement? I will tell you we do have templates in the back office, but I also teach them the correct way that you should go about building the capability statement. It's not a template type thing to me. Now, if you are going to look at a template for a capability statement, just understand that you should just be taking away the outline, right? Like, if you take away the structure of how it's built, then okay, we can go that route. But if you're trying to like match the words up and get an idea of what somebody else says on their capability statement, and you're going to rewrite it that way, it may not work out for you in that favor. So just understand what needs to go on there, and then you'll be golden. Now, you guys know I'm a cheater. So of course, in my course, I do teach you how to cheat this method. We don't even create capability statements from scratch. I don't create anything from scratch. So I don't advise you guys to do it as well, but I do teach you how to cheat best when creating this capability statement. Because here's the thing. There is no one version to your capability statement. Okay? I believe I have 42 different capability statements. This is my business card. It's my opportunity to jump in front of the customer, and it's like the elevator pitch that's sitting right there on this piece of paper. I get to tell them about who I am and how I can solve their problems by them reading over my one pager, right? A one pager. Your capability statement should not be more than 1 page. Dang, I was trying to see if I have any around here. Matter of fact, I could just show you mine on here. But don't make your capability statement more than 1 page. And also, again, don't wreck your brain. I've changed my capability statement many a times, but we've got a solid one now. But even that one has many versions. I'm not lying about it, because there's so many customers in government contracting. It's not just one customer called government. There's agencies in there. So each capability statement that I have, it speaks to the agency. All agencies have a mission statement. Listen to their mission statement, and their mission statement, it should be in your capability statement. Like, you gotta understand that you're asking them to cut you millions of dollars to solve problems, and if their first sight of you is the capability statement, why wouldn't you show them that you have the knowledge, that you've done the research about their problems, and that you're the best solution for them? And all you had to do was just read their mission statement. Read their mission statement, and then add pieces of their mission statement into your mission, right? It ain't like your stuff can't change. So let me show you guys what I'm talking about here. Let me share my screen. I'm going to pull up my capability statement. Here's a version of one. You guys see it here. All right, so here's a version of my capability statement of what we do. And what I'm saying when I was reading the mission statement of, hope that ain't showing up, my bad. I seen some tax information on one of my computer screens. I was hoping that wasn't showing up for y'all, but anyways, when I say read that mission statement right there of the agency, well, now you take that mission statement of the agency and you add it in here. Now, this one we wrote up with that 8A because we were going to an 8A event, but you usually don't want to lead off with like your certifications that you have. You want to utilize this space right here to explain that you can resolve problems, that you could do things, and what essentially what your company is about. So if you take pieces of their mission statement, let's say one of them were saying that they're data driven, so you put data driven in yours. So if their mission statement was talking about being data driven, you're going to make sure that you have data driven right here in your capability statement. Now, again, these are things that we do. The core capabilities right here. This is what we do as well. I always advise add a few pictures, not a bunch of big pictures, but you have to remember these are people. They're people at the end of the day. So if it's a bunch of words on the paper, would you read a paper that has a bunch of words? And I know it's going to be a smart ass that tells me, yeah, I read all the time. Well, I mean, listen, the average person is not going to read a bunch of words on a paper. So if you want to talk about yourself being so intellectually smart, that's why, you can't succeed forward, because you don't listen. All right. People do not want to read a bunch of words. So you have to put pictures there to make them read. That's the whole reason why emojis came out. Emojis make people read a sentence. Before emojis, people wouldn't read a sentence. Now that we have emojis, it forces people to read sentences. Okay? So, same thing here. When you put your core capabilities, make sure you have a couple little pictures there to make some things happen, to get them to actually see and read what you got going on. Now, again, the reason I have so many different versions is because I will change the words up for my core capabilities based off the agency that I want to go after and the contracts I want. This is why you pre-plan things out, your pipeline. My capability statement goes towards my pipeline that I created. I'm switching things up, these words, to make it make sense to the stakeholder of the contracts I want to go after. It doesn't matter how I view things, right? I'm looking to get a check from somebody else, so I need to make sure I know how to communicate in the way that they understand things. So yes, that is why you're going to have different versions. The company overview, you're going to put that information here. I actually have to switch up my capability statement. I forgot all about that. I still have my DUNS number up there instead of that UEI number. Your cage code, you want to put that up there. Now is where you can put all your certifications that you have. These are all my certifications that I got. And I tried something new with the QR code. It's been working. Definitely when I go to prime contractor events, not just government events, I'm handing the prime contractor my capability statement too, because they're always looking for these certifications to partner with and do work. You're going to go ahead and put your NAICS codes there. Guys, if you have like construction, right? I have construction NAICS codes. Do not put your construction NAICS codes on your IT capability statement. This is why you have different versions. I have a construction capability statement. I got an IT capability statement. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to confuse the people. I want them to believe and know that I know exactly what the hell I'm doing. I'm not scaring you with all this other stuff. They didn't say that I had to put all of my information on here. Like, this is our mind that tells us that we need to do things that's not called for. If I'm going to an IT room, they need absolutely no knowledge of me selling hair weave and clothes or doing construction projects, unless it's about the dollar amount. So they could see that, I can manage a $50 million project. So yeah, I may show them that I manage a $50 million construction project so they can understand that we can manage a $50 million IT project. That's different. But for the most part, most of us ain't there. So you don't need to put all that information right there. Just the NAICS codes for the opportunity that you want to go after. Now, this is a one-pager, right? Front and back. It could just be one front page. If you don't have a bunch of experience and stuff to fill this form up, it's okay just to be on one page. But do not, I repeat, do not have two pieces of paper out. As well as, don't you print this damn thing out on no notebook paper or that printer paper that's on every printer. If you go down to Staples and get you some real paper, some nice hardback paper. This is your business opportunity. Yeah, if you give me that little printer paper, again, you're telling me what your business is about. Like, it looks like printer ink coming out. You couldn't invest, $2 to go get you a little bit harder copy paper and some better ink. Like, come on, man. We got to do things a smart way. You can't possibly be looking to go get $1 million and you out here looking like you a dollar store. You know what I'm saying? Make that investment. Now, you also want to, this is the best part right here. Like, that front part up here, that was cool. But this is where the sauce is at that get you in front of people. And, I've heard before, people don't talk about capability statement. They don't really say that the capability statement is all of that. Well, I believe differently. You know, again, I believe this is your elevator pitch. And it really, to me, maybe it depends on the size contracts that you're going after. I only like to go after big things. You know, if you're going after credit card spends and all of this stuff, then yeah, maybe the capability statement ain't that important. But if you're trying to go after these big boy contracts where you need to build teams and you need to shake some hands and kiss some babies, this capability statement is important. And this is what we utilize when we go to these government meetings to pass our information on. Now, what I really love back here, and again, why I tell you guys to make sure that you are doing your research first and be willing to change your capability statement based off who you're about to go sit in front of, is right here. Your experience. Now, I have government experience back here that I've labeled, as well as I have the private sector experience. Now, this is your resume. I tell people all the time, I know you've lied on your resume before. Like, don't switch this up now. You know, don't try to become the saint now because we're talking about business. Now, I'm not telling you to put outlandish things on there that you've never done before. What I'm trying to tell you is maybe you need to switch the words up for what it is that you've done to make it make sense for these opportunities that you're looking at. So let's say you've been a mailman for the last, 15 years, right? And you would want to come and say, and you don't have to label this stuff how I have mine labeled either. But let's say in the private sector, you want to talk about how you was a mailman, but yet you're going after Department of Energy's logistics contracts because you know how to do it. Like, you know how to do this logistics contract that it's talking about, but you don't need to write this up as you was the mailman. Like, you need to understand that you need to write this up that you was a logistics expert. It's the same stuff, man. It's just the damn America, it makes us put all these labels on things. What I'm trying to tell you is remove some of the labels sometimes and put a new label on it. It's the exact same thing. So if you pay attention to your customer and how they understand things, I get to change my experience to make it make sense. Like, for instance, I have a help desk contract. So my marketplace service desk contract, my service desk operations contract, that was a legit help desk. That is what the work was to do. But I also understood that I went from 0 employees to 32 employees. Do you understand? I staffed, right? So technically that took me over to staffing contracts because I can give this same experience of what I called a help desk for this and switch the words to make it a staffing contract. Same stuff, right? This is what I'm trying to tell you, to think outside of the box. You have experience. You just got to change the words up, okay? And the last thing that's on here that, well, of course I always have the leadership here, but the last thing that's on here that I want to go over, which is extremely, extremely important, is your differentiator. What makes you different than all these other companies? And trust me, if you just write a blanket capability statement and you're just like, hey, I have my women-owned certification, I got my vet-owned certification, where's the work? You just like every other company. That don't make you no different than anybody else. But I always tell you, this should be a differentiator in your formula right here. Now, you get to write up your own differentiators, but me, since I've been around business for a long time, I know that one key differentiator as a small business out here in this world of government contracting is that you get to move like a speedboat. And what I mean by that is, if the government has an issue, they have a question or something, us as a small business, they can pick up the phone and get in touch with me, right? Like, if the government wanted me right now, they could call my phone. I will exit out of all this damn stuff and talk to the government. You know, That's because of the size business I am. I'm a speedboat. They need a decision to be made. I can make it within the hour, within 30 minutes. If they call Lockheed Martin, Booz Allen, first of all, they ain't going to pick up. Not the person that they need to talk to. They're not going to get in contact with them. They're going to have to leave a message, right? The message is going to get left, and then it got to go up the chain of commands. They're like the Titanic. That's why the damn Titanic hit the glacier. It couldn't turn fast enough. Same thing with these big boy companies. They are so large. I don't think that you guys understand the magnitude of these big boy companies. They're so large. They got the East Coast division, the South division, the West division, the Midwest division. And none of them communicate with each other because they're not up here on that food chain to even talk about what the other divisions do. There's no need for them to know each other, which I often try to tell us to do when we partner together. Like, why the hell are you worried about what I'm doing? You just need to do what you do. I'm going to do what I do. And we put the pieces together, but everybody's so worried about everybody else. These big boy companies don't operate like that. So when the government calls them and they need assistance, it got to go through chain of commands. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And the government don't like that all the time. So you as the speedboat can come in here, and that's a differentiator. Now, you need to put the words of what I said in the right formula for your customer. Don't just take it like, oh, Travis said a speedboat, let me put that down here as the differentiator. You got to be crazy if you say it like that. Okay? That's called an analogy that I gave you. It's your job to rewrite it and understand what I'm telling you, that you can move faster than others. People like speed. I've never been across a business that don't like speed. Okay? So make sure that you're utilizing that as that differentiator. Again, if you have subject matter experts, if you have definitely a high dollar amount bonding, man, I'm telling you right now, if you can get $100 million in bonding, you could just walk in the door and get contracts, because black people can't get $100 million in bonding. But if for some reason, there is a black person out there that knows how to put the right core group together, and the reason we can't get it because we ain't got that much money. But if for some reason, like, there's some black group that can come together and get $100 million worth of bonding, you'll just walk into contracts, because now you can compete with the big boys, and they have to give you a certain percentage. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But anyways, make sure that you put all of your differentiators up there that you could think of. Okay, and again, this is why it's important to do your research first, so you can understand what differentiators you can eliminate. Listen to me. This is a game, man. I'm trying to take food away from people. Like, I had somebody tell me one day, like, because I was talking about what you could do about protests to, like, hustle people that ain't got no money. You know what I'm saying? It's a dirty game out here in government contracting. And they like, oh, that ain't fair. Like, you're cheating somebody out of their contract. Listen. Yes, if you want to enter this space, the chances are you're going to be taking food off somebody's plate. If you don't want to do that, don't come over here. You know what I'm saying? Go work for somebody or something. I've never in my life done entrepreneurship or business owner, and I haven't taken away a deal from somebody else. That's the whole point of this shit. That's why I love it. It's like a game to me. I get to get in the game on the field, and I get to beat somebody up financially. Yeah, step your game up if you want to eat. It's just like that. Same thing with government contracting. It ain't new. You just learning about it. It's been around for years, and it's going to be around for years to come. So somebody already was over here eating. It's your job to take the food off their table. So if you do your research and understand where the pain points are, so there's this incumbent that has the contract already. You understand that the government doesn't like the way that the incumbent delivers their reports, or the way that the incumbent switched the subject matter experts up. Well, that's your differentiator. You know what I'm saying? When I bring this capability statement to that customer, I'm going to make sure I highlight my opponent's weakness as my strength. And of course, I got the other stuff right there, but I'm really going to highlight my opponent's weakness as my strength because I want to let you know that we can get them up out of there and you can get better. This is how you win large government contracts. This is how you create the wealth. And this ain't just no one-time thing like to say, I want a government contract. Ooh, that ain't cute to me. It may be cute to somebody else. But look, we trying to create wealth in our community. So you need to know how to hustle the game. It's a game. This is how you do it with this capability statement. Now, here's another way that you can hustle capability statements, and I will open it up for questions if you guys have any. But if not, then I'll be getting out of here soon because I do got a bunch of stuff that I need to do. What we got out here? 16 years of government contracting experience. I'm currently working on government contracts. That's what I'm talking about, Tanya. Way to step on the other side. So utilize that government experience. The key is you really want to get back on your network. You know what I'm saying? Understand the network that you had out there when you was working and see what doors that you can open up. What's going on, Derek? How you doing, my brother? I appreciate you for hanging with me. But is there a link for this statement? I may have missed it. What state? Oh, for the capability statement? No, this is my capability statement. I do have it in my back office in my government contracting program. You go to puremoneygovcon.com, get registered with. But I am going to show you guys the way to do this thing. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to just take my word for it. I like to show y'all stuff to do for free if you hang out with me on live. Just FYI, I will be taking down some YouTube videos. I probably only keep videos up for like 30 days and then bring them back down and then put them in my back office. But take advantage of the stuff wise up here for free. I don't save anything on Clubhouse or Instagram anymore. They got enough value. YouTube is going to get a little value, but we're going to start taking away some of the free stuff. And the people who hang out with me live, click the follow buttons, click the subscribe buttons, click the bells to get notified when I jump on here. You get to get free information. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else who doesn't, you ain't got to pay for it. You know, it ain't personal. It's just business. But let me show you guys what I like to do. As you guys know, again, if you don't know yet, I am a cheater. Okay? So, one of my tools that I love to cheat with, oh my goodness. Well, you guys know, like, I'm a tech nerd. I do this marketing thing, so I be cheating all the time and all types of stuff. But this Google advanced search allows me to cheat like no other. Okay. Now, while I'm about to show you these cheating skills, I want you to make sure that you are hitting that subscribe button. If you're ready to get this cheating on, I want you to put a fire emoji down there in the chat feature. I always like to see if people are gonna cheat like how I cheat, because most people was in school and they want people to look off their paper. I'm trying to tell y'all, in business is all about cheating to me. Why would you not cheat? You know, if you don't cheat, that means that you're starting from scratch. And if you're starting from scratch, that means that it's gonna be scary, very, very scary. Okay. And I don't want you guys to be scared of this stuff. I want you to understand that you can do it. All of the opportunities are available for anything. You just need to believe. All right, so check it out. This is how we're going to cheat this capability statement when you don't know how to write a capability statement. Okay, if you go to Google Advanced Search. Also, if you're on Clubhouse or Instagram, you can click the link at the top. It'll bring you over to the YouTube so you can see what I'm doing. As you guys can see, I can't spell. That's why I like Google. It fills it in. Capability statement. So I'm going to put that up here at the top. Now, if you know the exact, I wouldn't do the exact words, but I should put a whole course on Google Advanced Search, man. I cheat about this is why I'm good at marketing and doing stuff on the internet for people, because you know, you just do this research right here utilizing these tools. Everybody got to use Google. You know what I'm saying? And all the answers Google gives you, the databases to utilize all this stuff if you just use it. But it teaches you right here how to search right if you pay attention to it. So you can sharpen your search skills. When you become sharp at searching, you become lethal on this internet. Right? You would be amazed at the shit that I could find that people put on the internet, because they just don't understand. Once it touched the net, it's there. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, capability statement. We're going to go ahead and put that in there. Make sure I get rid of the space right there. And now we're going to come down here. Now, I can search people's website and stuff, but I just want to go to form type. Now, I know capability statements are going to come in PDFs. Right? Ain't nobody going to have no Word doc. I mean, not on the internet. They usually going to have a PDF of this bad boy on the internet. Now, this is just a way to search. You could switch it up and do other things. I told you in my course, I teach you another way to do this thing, my cheating way, which is the best way. This is a cheater's way, but I teach you how to cheat for government contracting and do your capability statement. But anyways, we do the search right here. So what it's doing is searching the internet for capability statement with the file types of PDFs. Okay, so I can just look through here. You know what I'm saying? What do they say? Sample template. You ain't even got to pay for it now. People be charging capability statement stuff, and I ain't saying it's the best. See, look, you see how basic it is. But it got the same information that I just showed you on my capability statement. That's what it's all about, having this information. All right? But boom, just like that, you got capability statement. Let me go down to the next one. And you know what? I could, even though I'm showing you guys this stuff, I could still do a capability template, put it on my Instagram and sell it. And I'm teaching you guys how to just find one for free. It's just people, you know, they want to buy stuff. And I'm not here to tell people what to buy and what not to buy. I told you I give it to you for free. But if you don't hang around for free, you got to pay. But this is the free way to go find a capability statement template. It's no guessing to it. It's all right here. Now, again, most people would try to take this, and you can see like these free programs out there that got capability statement. They tell you the purpose of it, give you a whole training on what a capability statement is. I believe I looked at this one earlier. Yeah, this is a whole presentation, and they got the capability statement lined out there, giving you the 5 key areas, blah, blah, blah. And again, it's all right here. You don't have to guess. And if you don't want to pay anybody, it's right there too. But another thing that you can do is come on over here to Fiverr. I love me some Fiverr. All right. So you know what you're looking for. You know what you're trying to do. You done your research. I come on over here to Fiverr and type in capable. Oh, my bad. I guess I need to log in, huh? Come on over to good old Fiverr, type in capability statement. Now, again, I do have a gentleman in my government contracting course that he does capability. Y'all see, I can't spell. He does capability statements as well. So that's what it's all about to me is if you're going to start spending money, here's the thing. If you're going to spend money, this is why I encourage people to join a group structure to this, right? If you're going to spend money in Fiverr for somebody to randomly write your capability statement, like just spend the money in the group with the people who are operating in the same way that you do. We all need money for life. I don't give a fuck what nobody talk about, like money ain't that important. Listen, we need money, okay? I've never come across a business owner that don't need money. I don't care if they already got $10 million, they need more money because guess what? When they got $10 million, they started doing $10 million things. They need more money. Everybody needs money. This is the way that the world operates. So when you're in a group structure, if you got somebody that can do a capability statement, you know, you transfer that revenue with them. And that's how that positive energy just keeps flowing, because this is just a customer with government contracting. You should still have business. Okay. So anyways, you could come here to Fiverr, find somebody to build your capability statement right there as well. That's an option. But the biggest key to your capability statement is researching before you write that capability statement. And be willing to make multiple copies of the capability statement. I want to see if I have my one of my originals up here. Move this stuff out of the way. One of my originals, so you could see a lot of times we get caught up in cosmetics, but I'm trying to tell you guys, and you know, you allow that to stop you from proceeding forward. And it's not about the cosmetics, at least not in this government contracting space. I don't know that if somebody told you you had to look pretty to do this government contracting shit, I don't know what they talking about, because pretty is the last thing that the government is worried about, right? Here was a copy of one. Let me move this one up here. As you can see, that was like a one that I created, probably looking at one of them templates. Same thing. Also, if you can get pictures of your agencies that you've worked with, if they allow you to, again, put their logo on there. That's for public and private sector. Put the logo of the company up there, because again, people don't like to read, and we're not going to argue with people. We're just going to meet them where they're at. When you guys go to do your business cards, oh man, let me see if I can open them up on this. No, I can't. So I don't have Word on this computer, but your business cards, again, you want to keep it real basic. Just have your name, your information right there, your website, and you can put your NAICS code on there, front and back, right? Utilize the back. This is just the front of mine. The back actually has my NAICS codes and had my DUNS number, but I put my UEI code. Here's the other beauty with a capability statement, and the reason why you guys want to partner. So this was one of my mentor companies that I had partnered with, Q-Tech and Malmar. And what I called it was this partnership, this relationship right here was called Maltech. So this is why I always advise you guys, whatever you don't have, go get. This is why it's important to research out there first. Take your time and find out what's going on, and then build towards the money. Now, again, this ain't no low ticket shit that I'm talking about right now. This is like big boy contracts. All right. There's a difference between credit card spends and 5-year multi-million-dollar awards, 4-year multi-million-dollar awards. The strategic approach is different. Spending all comes from the same people, but the approach of how you got to do this thing is going to be completely different, because 9 times out of 10 you don't have the my bad, I was reading that question. You don't have the experience, you don't have the past performance that you're going to need to go after a $4 million contract, $3 million contract, but that doesn't say that you can't do it. And you could do it by doing exactly what I did right here, of doing a joint venture. This joint venture right here was Q-Tech and Malmar together. We called it Maltech. I immediately took on her ISO 901 and her ISO 2000. I also was able to take on her women-owned small business certification, only because I was in the 8A program. If you're not in the 8A program, you can go for, matter of fact, I'll take that back. I was in the 8A mentor protege program with this. So this was my mentor. So when you do mentor things, you're allowed to utilize everything that your mentor got. And then we did a joint venture with that mentor protege relationship. Now there's just the plain on mentor proteges. The Army, I believe, has their own mentor protege. NASA has their own mentor protege. Like, you just got to go check out the mentor proteges. Maybe I'll make another video about that another day. But anyways, joint ventures work in this same manner, but the person who has like the women-owned certification, and that's what you were trying to go after, they need to have 51% ownership or more of this joint venture. I had 51% or more ownership of this joint venture because it was 8A related, but since we had those rules, I could take everything that she's done. I mean, everything. Okay. Boom, boom. I immediately was able to get the schedules, the GSA schedules that they had. Again, you need to learn how to utilize the schedules if that's what you're trying to go for. But when I did the joint venture with them in this mentor protege program, every schedule that they had, I got. And what I mean by I got, like, I get to market my business like I got all this stuff, because according to the rules of government, I do. And I'm still working, out of the house. You know what I'm saying? This company, they ain't working out of the house. They're an extremely big, small company. They're still small, but they're big, right? I go post up at their office, They got all the stuff that I need. So all of a sudden, by me doing this, my capabilities expanded. When we talk about selling products, this is how I was able to get products. They buy, because of the IT projects that they worked on, they needed to get licenses for Microsoft in a large quantity to work on the Dell computers that they had to purchase to set up the whole office of like 8,000 people. So they had to be in charge of all the licenses and stuff, which made them a preferred partner. So by me being a partner with them, they get the preferred price for all the Microsoft stuff. So instead of me going straight towards Microsoft to see if I could get products for them so I could resell it to the government for the license fee, I went through their company. So I represented their company when I went to talk to Microsoft and used all of their company's numbers. And I purchased it through their company and I paid their company back. But it got me all the products way cheaper than I could have got myself. So when I tell people when they're looking at products and, you know, they like, man, I'm always getting outpriced. So I bring it back to the drug movies. You ain't close enough to the work. Like, you don't have a relationship to get closer to the work. Microsoft ain't gonna just open their door up for you. Who the hell are you? You new in this drug game. You know what I'm saying? But these seasoned companies like this who are showing that they can run a block, a large block. I ain't talking about your little corner. I say a block. Like, this company is running multiple blocks. And they can prove it to Microsoft. And Microsoft understands, like, you're good at running the block. Let me give you the work at a discounted price. You ain't going to be right at the work, but you're going to be the next man in line of the work. You get the best next price. So I made a friend with the person who's on the block. Because I can't take over my own block yet. You know what I'm saying? I ain't found a large enough deal. I'm probably never going to, because I'm not really that big into products anymore. That's where I was in the beginning, but now I'm just like more service based. But again, these are ways that you have to just think about how to play this game. Don't say what you can't do and focus on the things that you can do, because you can do a whole lot to make things happen. All right. But I also added all my own stuff in there too, you know, the things that we've done as well as theirs. But as you can see immediately, all of the companies that they've worked with before, all the agencies they've worked with before, I got to add that stuff into mine. This is my capability statement. They weren't marketing this capability statement. I was. They don't need me. I needed them. I'm the mentee. They're the mentor. So this was my capability statement that I was putting out there. But again, guys, I hope that did explain capability statements to you a little bit more. Don't forget, if you want to get involved with what we got going on, puremoneygovcon.com. Go get registered, get signed up today, join our program. Let me see if I did have any questions right here real quick. Hey, Whitley, I appreciate you putting your information down there. Again, remember, it's all about networking, my good people. You like the way I cheat? That's what I'm talking about. I think I'm elite, a pretty elite cheater, and I'm proud of it. You know what I'm saying? Teach me, fire. Appreciate you, Drea. Loving it. Appreciate you. Teach me. Hey, nigga, I'm teaching right here on live. You know what I'm saying? I actually said I'm a cheater. That's what I'm talking about. It's how you go fast. Grow your own ecosystem. Absolutely, we must grow our own ecosystem. Drea approves. For joint ventures, you need a new LLC. No, you will have to file another business inside sam.gov, but you don't need to create a new LLC for joint ventures. It's just paperwork. The SBA can help you out with the paperwork as well. But honestly, you're going to need to get a lawyer involved with doing joint ventures, because you know money's being involved there. So you definitely want to tap into a lawyer. I thought all my little cape statement was done. I don't have to redo it. Always happy to do it. But hey, you know, as long as you got one, you know, I always say get out there and get a taste of it. So it's good that you got one. But you know, as you learn how to do better, as you learn as you bring in information on doing better, you take action to do better. So, you know, you got started with one place. There's a lot of people that don't have a capability statement yet. So don't discourage yourself. Not saying that you are. Just for anybody out there, don't count yourself out. Remember, government ain't going nowhere. Government's always going to be here, spending tons of revenue. And this is why I want to bring this back to our community. Back to our community. Let me reframe that. I don't want to bring it back to our community. It was never here. I want to bring it to our community because we ain't paying attention. And if I could be the voice to help you guys get over that hurdle, get over that hump, believe. Also, do not rush this process. Right? This could be an opportunity that could change your life forever. Literally, change your life forever. And a lot of times it just takes you talking. You know, putting your information down in a chat. I've been able to literally work with students that they've been in a group together and they started talking together and put a team to go win contracts. Right? But if you're not talking, you don't get heard. I always encourage people to talk as much as you can. You got to let people know what your problems are. If you can invest in a solution to your problem, make the damn investment. Get the solution to your problem so you can move on. But if you don't know how to fix your problem and you're spending 8 months, a year to try to fix it, and then if you're spending that long trying to fix your problems, you're not going to fix them. You're just going to quit. So what I'm trying to encourage you guys to do is find out what the problem is, speak up as much as you can so somebody can help you get over that hurdle. It could be somebody out there with free content. It could be somebody that's telling you to pay. But you have to take that risk if you know what you're trying to do in the future. If that's one hurdle in your way, pay to get it expedited so you can hurry up and get over that hurdle. And now you're back on track going towards the place that you're supposed to be. But if you allow that hurdle to cripple you for a year, 2 years, do you know how much time that is? Time is way more important than money. Money we do need. But time I need more of because I don't know when the man upstairs is going to take me away. You know? So you got to move really, really fast in this thing. And I promise you this. If you can make $10 million in the next 3 years, then imagine how much time you just put back in your pocket. And see, most people, when they hear me, they're like, oh, I can't do $10 million. Well, again, if you start counting yourself out, from a customer that has $3.54 plus trillion a year. If you tell yourself you can't get $10 million from somebody that got $3.54 trillion, you're not listening to what I'm saying. You're defeating yourself already. That's not even 1% of that budget. It's not even a fraction of that budget. And you telling yourself you can't get that type of money from this customer. We ain't on the same level. And I get it. Everybody can't think that way. I'm not knocking you. I just don't have time for you. You know what I'm saying? Because I told you time is more important than money. But for those of you that do believe, always say, if you just need a little more encouragement, again, you got that guide that I told you to get from Pure Money GovCon. But go to usaspending.gov and just take a look at how much money the government's spending. And if you don't believe that you can deliver milk, sell clothes, uniform our troops, resell computers, I mean the same damn stuff that you're doing out here every day, if you don't believe that you can't do that for somebody else or for the government, then again, you may need to go get what's them coaches, them motivation coaches. Yeah, one of them. Go talk to one of them. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't here to motivate nobody. I'm letting you know that right now. I shouldn't have to motivate you. You know what I'm saying? I want people who are determined to change their life. Those are the people that I like to work with. If you need motivation at this stage, I'm at the wrong stage for you because time is of the essence. We got to go make this happen. Drea and Ashley, I love that you guys are communicating right there, working with each other. Hey, guys, don't hate me on this. I'm going to leave off on this message. You see what I'm talking about? This is why I love women. Okay, I only work with women for the most part. I have been telling people to take action, and it's always the women who take action right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're in the comments. They can't even talk. Like, I get to talk. They can't talk. They got to type this shit out. And they are over there typing out because I said work with each other. Make this thing easy on yourself. Now, my guys in my group, I'm not talking about y'all. My guys in my group, they are communicating very well. But out here in this world, like, women, man, you guys are the magic. Y'all are the glue for big business operating. Every big business that I've ever come across has always been women operating it, but they ain't the face of it. You know what I'm saying? They're working real hard. I mean, they treat that bad boy like it's their baby, and they don't get paid like it's their baby. But that's a whole nother topic. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I put women around me because they can dot them I's and cross them T's unlike men can do. They gonna communicate just like they did right here, unlike men will ever do. You know what I'm saying? I made a post on my Instagram. Men don't even like to look at each other in the face and say hello. That's why we can't communicate with each other. We all, I don't know. We think we trying to one up one another or something. But you ladies, y'all keep doing what y'all do. Y'all are the magic. Y'all are the glue. Men, if y'all want to succeed in business quickly, put some ladies around you. Yeah, put some ladies around you so they can help you, and watch how fast your ass grow. But as long as you keep putting more of these knucklehead ass men around you, the chances of you growing is going to be slim to none. And it's okay. It just is what it is. It's the world, and that's how it operates. I love the world. I love my people. I love all of y'all. Don't forget, join me in my Facebook group, Pure Money Legacy. If you visit this site right here, sorry, this will be the last thing, and then I'm really out of here. I'm missing this meeting right now. Let me reshare my screen. If you go to travisknows.com, or you click the link in my Instagram bio, you scroll all the way down here to the bottom. Also, all of my information in here for my government contracting course, everything that I got going on, you can click there. You don't have to DM me to ask about government contracting questions, because I'm not going to answer them anyways. I only answer government contracting questions while I'm live, forcing you to use your voice, okay? Don't send me a private message about things that the public needs to hear. That's why I don't want to answer it there. If you send it to me privately about things that the public needed to hear, then I'm going to charge you for it. That's why I got courses and programs. I'm not your worker during my time. I do answer questions during this live time though. But anyways, you go to travisknows.com. If you go all the way down here to the bottom, you'll find all of my resources to my stuff. You'll find my Facebook group as well. Join in on the Facebook group. If you don't know how to make money on the internet right now, that's what I'm teaching you right here in the Facebook group. Again, for free. But some people don't like free. That's why they don't pay attention to it. And I still charge people to do this stuff that I have for free right here. Take advantage of the free information. But when you do need my time, solo, dolo, you got to pay for that. And my programs. But I appreciate you all. I love you all. Don't forget, like, subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this information. If you're here on Clubhouse or Instagram and you were listening, make sure you're following me on there. And also go to travisknows.com and go ahead, subscribe to my YouTube channel so we can get those rates up. I do appreciate all of you all who have been sharing me out there on YouTube. That's the only way that I can get this information out to our community. I do need your assistance, so I do appreciate each and every one of you all who are assisting me with spreading this message. It only takes a few clicks of a button, and you guys are doing it, delivering each and every time, so I do thank you all. I will be in my Facebook group tomorrow at noon talking about, again, generating revenue on the internet, so don't forget to follow me over there in that group. Outside of that, I love you all. I hope that you have an amazing weekend. Stay safe out here. Remember, notes are never going to teach you anything. I've never learned lessons off any notes. I've only learned lessons through actions. So stop writing them damn notes. You got enough of them. It's time to start taking some action. And I'll talk with you.
Yeah, you already know what it is. Pure money, baby. I keep a couple in the bag, homie. I ain't gotta brag. Even when the hater try to doubt me, I just got another contract. Watch the dollars follow back. Let me